So starting with Lunar, we've got 100 Bullets, trade paperback, book 4. Um, Looks like this is a reprint of a previous edition. Also, if you see anything that you want more information on, please give me a holler. I'm going to keep one eye on the chat feed. So if you see something you want, let me know. If you want more info, let me know. If you need pricing, whatever. Better picture, happy to do so. Like I told him, I'm flying solo, so I'll do my best to be as quick as I can be. We also have here on the right Absolute Green Lantern number 11, cover A by John Lindsay. And then Absolute Green Lantern 11B by Gilliam March. That's just gorgeous. As well as a Chuma Hill cover C for Absolute Green Lantern number 11 on the right. Here we have Absolute Superman 16, A cover by Rafa Sandoval, and the B cover by Gerald Perel. Now that is a very interesting cover. I like the way he's using the light there. Ooh, In-hyuk Lee doing a fantastic Absolute Superman 16 C cover. I'd love to see them make a statue out of that one. As well as Mahmoud Ajrar's D cover on the right. Adventures of Superman Book of L number 6 by Scott Godlewski. And the C cover on the right by Lucio Perillo. Usually if it skips from A to C, that means that the B cover probably doesn't have art available yet. So there may be another cover in between these available, but we just don't have pictures of it. This is the D cover by Megan Wong of Adventures of Superman Book of L number 6. And All the Living trade paperback on the right by Roman Meredov. Here we have Archie, good guy of Riverdale, against Army of Darkness. Now that does not seem like a pleasant evening. Got number 1 here, A cover by Robert Hack, who is famous for his posters and VHS tapes with the whole weathered look to them. He's done a couple of exclusives for us on different books, as well as the B cover on the right by Bill Galvin. We got a good number of covers of Archie Army of Darkness tonight. This one on the left is the C cover by Laura Braga, and the right by Craig Cermak. They're getting a little bit more realistic here. And then we've got the Stuart Sager E cover on the left here, and the Blank Authentics variant on the right. So if you have an artist that you particularly like this weekend in New Orleans, most of our crew is at Fan Expo, and Bjorn Barons is there. He'd be an awesome guy to get a cover of for Archie Army of Darkness. As things have been going lately, of course, there's a blind bag. There's a blind bag variant here, so if you like to take a chance and see what cover you'll get, you got that option. And the one on the right is the Robert Hack A cover, but in a metal virgin cover. So that's going to be a bit more pricey. And here we have the limited version. Archie Army of Darkness number 1, 1 in 10, Bill Galvin pencils variant on the right, the J cover. The K cover, the 1 in 15 Craig Cermak version. L cover 1 in 20, Galvin pencils virgin. We've got the M Laura Braga virgin variant. Laura Braga, the 1 in 30, and then a 1 in 40 Bill Galvin virgin color variant. Then we have Autumn Kingdom, the Wraithbound Queen number 1. This is a new continuation of the first volume of Autumn Kingdom. The Wraithbound Queen is going to be a 4-issue miniseries, and the A cover is by Christopher Mitten. This is a series written by Cullen Bunn that Chris liked quite a bit. It's a fantasy series. Yeah, Jughead is pretty funny. I like him. He's one of my favorites in the Archie universe. The B cover, by Morgan Beam, is here on the right. Here we've got a wraparound cover by Juan Moore for the C cover. And a 1 in 10 Morgan Beam Full Art or Virgin variant. The 1 in 20 Christopher Mitten Black and White variant. It says black and white. I wonder if it's going to actually be purple like that. Who knows? Babs, The Black Road South, number 2 of 6. Second issue of a new Babs miniseries. Batgirl number 6, A cover by David Talaski, B cover by Jorge Fornes. I have such a hard time deciding between Batgirl covers because they're all so great, and Cassandra Cain is a fantastic Batgirl. Batman number 2, third printing, cover A by Jorge Jimenez, and the B cover by Mike Huddleston. Sorry about the dogs, they must have heard something outside. But we got the Mike Huddleston variant on the right. Batman number 3, second print, A cover by Jorge Jimenez, and B, oh, look, it skipped the B cover again. C cover by Tony Daniel, and it's also a foil. So that's going to be pretty cool looking. I like that. Tony Daniel, I loved his art since back in his early Image days. Batman number 6, new issue for the week on FOC. X, there's no X in there. It's Batman number 6, A cover by Jorge Jimenez, and the B cover by Jim Lee. C cover by Julian Totino Tedesco, and D cover by Gerald Perel. E cover is a Jorge Jimenez Bat Gadget cardstock. There's been a whole series of these covers with different pieces of Batman's equipment on the cover. That's been pretty neat. And then Batman number 6 F cover is a Chrissy Zulo Valentine's Day cardstock cover. And looks like Catwoman's got Batman right where she wants him, all tied up for the evening. Here's the G cover, which is the Jorge Jimenez foil variant. And the H cover, which is the 1 in 25 David Aja cardstock variant. Next we have Batman by Neil Adams Absolute Edition, hardcover volume 1 from 1967 to 1970. You get some really classic Batman stories there in a deluxe format. Then we have Batman Static Beyond number 1, second print, A cover by Nicholas Draper Ivey. Nope, this is number 3, the new issue. Batman Static Beyond number 3, A cover by Nicholas Draper Ivey, and B cover by Bernard Chang. C cover by Sanford Green. And Batman Sword of Azrael Deluxe Edition hardcover. I know normally during the show I try to give y'all a price on what the trades and the hardcovers will be like. If you see one that you'd like pricing on, just let me know. I just don't want to have to jump between screens and such. Black Moon Ritual, one shot. Black trade paperback. Comic Shop News, and Cyberarchy number 3 of a 4-issue miniseries. Damsel from Distress trade paperback. And Dark Souls Mother of Mourning number 3 of 4, cover A by Ito, cover B by Jamie Carrillo, cover C is the Ito Virgin variant. That's pretty. DC Finest Superman, Time and Time Again, trade paperback. As well as DC KO Boss Battle number 1, cover A by Jamal Campbell. And if you haven't seen in the Discord chat, we were talking about it earlier this week. I thought this was kind of neat because here you get to see all of the characters from other stories and universes that are going to be in this battle. We've got Scorpion and Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat here. We've got Red Sonja, Vampirella, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Annabelle down here, Sam from Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, the murderous bear, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know much about the boys, and I can't remember this guy's name. So, being honest here. But I do like all these. It's cool to see all these other characters in the DCU. Next, we've got the B. Derek Robertson cover with the guy from the uh, boys there. And on the right hand side, we have the C cover, Patrick Horvath with Sam from Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees with Joker. They're both a little crazy, so that should prove to be interesting. Here we've got Wonder Woman up against Vampirella, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Red Sonja on the cover D by Frank Cho variant on the left. I don't see how that's fair. And then a wraparound cover by Jeff Spokes for the E variant. Here we've got the cover F Gleb Melnikov AEW crossover, so that's with the wrestling federation there. And the G Jeff Spokes wraparound foil variant on the right. We have a blank cardstock variant for the H cover. And DCKO Night Fight #1 second print, cover A by Dan Mora on the right. So this is Night Fight being the story of what's going on in Batman's life while everybody else is participating in the DCKO. Here we got the second print of #1 of DCKO Night Fight, cover B, Dan Mora design foil. And the DCKO Night Fight #4, the final issue in the 4-issue miniseries of Batman's story. Cover A by Dan Mora, showing a little bit of a softer side of the Bat. Here we have the B cover by Chris Burnham, and the C cover by Yasmin Putri, or Putri. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but I'll do my best. We got the D cover by Dustin Nguyen. That's striking. And then we have DC Universe, The Bronze Age Omnibus by Jack Kirby hardcover, the 2026 edition. DCX AEW #1, cover A, Lucas Meyer wraparound. So this is going to be, of course, the DC Universe fighting the AEW Wrestling Federation, or League, or I'm not sure what they call themselves. Cover B is a Daniel Warren Johnson cardstock variant. C is by Edwin Galmon. E is the Lucas Meyer wraparound, but in foil. F is the blank variant. And here on the right we have Detective Kaiju trade paperback volume 1 with an A cover by Kit Wallace. So, make Godzilla a private investigator. Or a Godzilla-like monster, I should say. Here we've got the B cover by John Somariva, and it's limited to 1,000 copies, so if it's a cover you like particularly, make sure you get your pre-orders in. We have Dick Tracy Collection Trade Paperback from 1942, so I'm pretty sure that's the comic strips there that are being collected. Doctor Who, The Prison Paradox #4, final issue of the 4-issue miniseries. A cover by Sung-An Yoon. B cover is a photo variant. C cover by Sammy Cavella. Dog Supreme #3, another final issue of a miniseries. A cover by Eric Perez Garcia. B cover by Brian Denham. And Dork. Half dwarf, half orc, all dork. #1, cover A by Brett Bean. Here we have B cover by Jorge Corona, and the C cover by Jason Howard. D cover is a 1:25 ratio variant by Ryan Otley. E cover is the 1:50 Ryan Stegman variant. A blank sketch variant in case you want to special cover, or you want to draw it yourself. Drumsticks of Doom #2, cover A by Kelly Williams. B is a 5-copy ratio or unlockable variant by Matt Festa. And Eat Your Young #6. Looks like they're finally coming to the end of their meal. This is the final issue of the 6-issue series. EC Cruel Universe 2, #7, A cover by Mike Huddleston, B cover by Tom Fowler, C 1 in 10 1 in 10 variant is Albert Montez. The 1 in 20 Tom Fowler Black and White Artist Edition is the D cover. E cover is a 1 in 50 Malachi Ward Archive Edition cover. And we also have Fallen trade paperback. First Freedom hardcover, the story of Opal Lee and Juneteenth. And looks like we have two different covers, one for the hardcover, the other for the trade paperback. First Wave trade paperback volume 1. And Flash #26, second printing, part of the DCKO storyline. Flash Gordon #15, cover A by Will Conrad and Lee Loffridge. And the B cover by Kyle Hotz and Dan Brown. Hank Howard Pizza Detective, The Two Hollywoods, #2 of 2. A cover by Andrea Sorrentino and B cover by David Lapham. I know we got some of these into the shop. I think we might have some available still of the #1s. The C cover is a David Lapham pizza box design. That's fun. The D cover is a 1 in 20 David Lapham black and white variant. A 1 in 50 David Lapham 3D variant. No, we're not just getting a blurry picture. It's a 3D variant. And then High Strangeness #4, cover A by Chloe Stosky. B cover by Valentine Smith. C cover by Becca Carey. D cover, a 1 in 10 ratio variant by Chloe Stosky. It's the full art virgin variant. And then I Tyrant trade paperback volume 1. Immortal Legend Batman #6. Again, another final issue to this 6-issue series. A cover by Dan Mora. B cover by Danielle Di Nicuolo. C cover by Sarah Baslame. And Inferno Girl Red Book 2, #3. A cover by Erica Durso. Final issue. B cover by Holly Renee Blakeway. And C cover is The Incentive 1 in 10 by Jo Mi Gyung. JSA #16, A cover by Dave Johnson. And Jungle 3, #3, A cover by Tom Neely. B cover is a 1 in 5 by Nicole Gu. Justice League Unlimited #12, second print, also a DCKO tie-in. Legion of Superheroes 5 Years Later Omnibus hardcover, volume 2. And Lenore, Curse of the Baba Yaga, #1, one shot, cover D, Kit Wallace foil variant. So this being a cover D with no other covers being presented this week, they are doing the foil variant early so that they can get the foil taken care of. So we'll probably see the rest of the covers next week on FOC. Maid Cafe #1, cover A by Mark Spears, and it is bagged with a trading card. All of these issues here, all of these #1s at least, are being bagged with a random trading card. There are 4 different trading cards, and so each one will have a random trading card with it. The B cover is by Remy Asu Mokhtar. C cover is the Mark Spears Holofoil Virgin. And the D cover is the 1 in 90, which is a strange ratio, but hey, there you go. It is a Mark Spears Metal Virgin variant. Mega Man X, number 1 of 5. So this is the first issue of the new Mega Man 5-issue series. It's coming out of the last few one-shots that they did in a row of Mega Man timelines, Mega Man X timelines, and things of that nature. So this is the new starting point of the Mega Man series. A cover by Hanzo Steinbach, and B cover by Edwin Wong. C cover by Don Figueroa, and the D blank sketch variant. E cover is a 1 in 5 Jeffrey Cruz Super Nintendo game homage. And we have a Mercy Sparks Daddy Issues number 3, final issue of this series. A cover by Sveta Shubina, who's been drawing some beautiful covers. And here we have that Mercy Sparks Daddy Issues B cover by Antonio Baldari. And the C 1 in 5 incentive cover by Joel H. Herrera. The D 1 in 10 by Sveta Shubina with UV spot treatment. Metadoggos hardcover on the right. Miraculous Ladybug Chibi hardcover volume 5. And we have the trade paperback as well. My Gun is the Jury and Other Stories hardcover. And Never Wars number 8 of 8. Again, another final issue of a series. A cover by Erwin J. Arosa. B cover by Francesco Tomaselli. Nice House by the Sea number 7. A cover by Alvaro Martinez Bueno. B cover by Max Fiumara. That's interesting. That poor dog's turning into a skull or something. C cover by Javier Rodriguez. A lot of people, a lot of interesting art here on these covers. D cover by Cliff Chang. E cover by Alvaro Martinez Bueno. It's a connecting cover. F cover by Alvaro Martinez Bueno, foil cover. That's enough. One last trick, number 2 of 4. You want to get the Never Wars, Bishop. Which one do you want to get? Let me go back there real quick. Which one do you want to get? We've got the A cover and the B cover. Nope, we just have the A cover and the B cover there. Hey, gotcha, Bishop. I'll get that taken care of for you. All right. One last trick, number 2, B cover by Joseph Schmalke. And the C 1 in 10 cover by Bill McKay. And we've got here Ordained number 1, 3rd print. A cover by Jorge Fornez. B 1 in 20 ratio variant by Arturo Lozzi. It's a black and white. Order of St. Sophia, number 1. First issue in a series. Pierce Brown's Red Rising Sons of Ares Omnibus, hardcover. And trade paperback. We've got Planet of the Apes RPG ANSA sourcebook. So this is for an RPG tabletop game, I believe. Planet of the Apes. Sounds like fun. I think you'd have to get, in costume, though, to make it really fun. Here's the Planet of the Apes RPG Core Rulebook hardcover, as well as Poison Ivy 41, A cover by Jessica Fong, Guilty and Gorgeous. Indeed she is. Here's the B cover by Nubovich, And the C cover by Kyung EOM. This is, these EOM covers have just been stunning. The D cover by Che Ruby. And Queen Sonia Omnibus Trade Paperback, Volume 2. Red Vector Trade Paperback. And Return to Skull Island Trade Paperback, Volume 1. Direct Market Edition with an In-Hyuk Lee cover. And here's the regular edition with the Christopher Jones cover. And then Rick and Morty The End, number 3 of 6. A cover by Dave Barden. B cover by Troy Little. C is the 1 in 10 ratio Phil Murphy Most Wanted variant. And then the D cover is the 1 in 20 by Tom Fowler. Robot Plus Girl number 11, A cover by Mike White. It's a left side connecting cover bagged with a trading card. And here's the right side connecting cover bagged with a trading card. As well as the C cover John Lucas bagged with a trading card. So it looks like all of these Robot and Girl number 11s have trading cards in them. And this D cover is by DeAnthony Graves. Savage Sword of Conan Reforged number 3, cover C by Alex Horley, foil trade. Again, we'll see the other covers next week. Shudder number 27. And Spawn Black Ritual, the Book of NYX or Book of Nyx trade paperback. Spawn Sam and Twitch Case Files number 21, A cover by Von Randall. B cover by Marco Faya. Spawn Scorched 48, A cover by Von Randall, B cover by Francesco Mattina. Star Wars Insider number 236, C cover, foil variant here. Studio Ghibli, Princess Mononoke journal. It's a journal. It's a hardcover. And let's see. That just did not come out smoothly. Studio Ghibli Princess Mononoke journal hardcover. There we go. And here's the Studio Ghibli The Secret World of Arrietty journal hardcover. Superman 31 second print, DC KO tie-in. Superman Chains of Love Special number 1, one shot by Yasmin Putri. And this is a love story that puts Superman back on his heels. We've got Livewire and the Creep here. And they're falling in love and teaming up. On the right-hand side here, we have the video game Homage by Juan Ferreira, and it's a wraparound cover. The C cover is by Iguara. D cover by Mirka Andolfo. Supernatural Valentine's Day Special 2026. A cover by Kat Staggs. B cover by Reese Hannigan. It's a one-shot. C cover by Megan Hetrick. D cover by Pasquale Quilano. E cover is a blind bag variant. And the F cover is a 1 in 10 Reese Hannigan line art. G cover is the 1 in 15 Reese Hannigan line art Virgin. H is the 1 in 20 Kat Staggs Virgin. Teen Titans Go number 12. The Smurfs Archives hardcover volume 4. Three Thieves hardcover volume 4, The King's Dragon. We have the hardcover on the left, the trade paperback on the right. Thundar the Barbarian. Many pleasant memories of Thundar from back in the day, watching the cartoons. This is the number 1 of a new series. A cover by Michael Cho. B cover by Francesco Mattina. C cover by Bjorn Behrens. D cover by Joseph Michael Linsner. E cover by Rob Liefeld. I was not expecting that. I bet you he's a big Thundar fan. F is the Michael Cho foil. G is the blank variant. H cover is the Joseph Michael Linsner signed Atlas Edition variant. We have the I blind bag variant, so get surprised by what cover you get. The Michael Cho Metal Virgin variant is the J cover. Here's the Michael Cho Limited Virgin. And the L 1 in 10 Michael Cho foil version. The 1 in 15 Rob Liefeld line art. And the 1 in 20 Michael Cho line art. 1 in 25 Joseph Michael Linsner line art version. 1 in 30 Michael Cho line art version. They say line art, but there is color in that Linsner picture, so just imagine it without color. 1 in 40 Bjorn Behrens Virgin variant, and the 1 in 50 Francesco Mattina Virgin variant. 1 in 100 Michael Cho, signed by Jason Aaron variant, and an orange blank cover. We also have the Jack Kirby Model Sheet Virgin FOC bonus variant. It's a 1 in 7 ratio. That's pretty cool, looking at Jack Kirby's original ideas for Thundar there. Here we've got Thundercats Classic Years Collection Omnibus hardcover with the classic cover of Thundercats number 1. And here we have the homage cover of Thundercats number 1 for the hardcover. Thundercats Lost in Time number 1. This is a mystery blind bag variant. I believe we may be getting more issues available next week, but we shall see. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Shiver of Christmas Town number 2. A cover by Jay Lee. B cover by Sue Lee. C cover by Alan Kwa. D cover is a Disney Library variant. E cover is the J. Lee Metal Virgin. And the F cover is the 1 in 10 Disney Library Virgin. G covers the 1 in 10 Alan Kwa Virgin. And then we have the 1 in 15 Sue Lee Virgin. And the I 1 in 15 J. Lee Virgin. I have to say, J. Lee's art makes that look pretty creepy. Here we've got Tin Can Society trade paperback. Twisted Mayhem Manor hardcover. Uncle Scrooge. This is a Legacy number 465 numbering. First Aiders of Dawson. Cover A by Arlid Midthen. And here we've got the B cover by Daniel Branca. And C cover is a 1 in 10 ratio variant by Carl Barks and Dan Gips. Vampirella number 10, A cover by Lucio Perillo, B cover by B cover by Derek Chu, C cover by Joseph Michael Linsner, D cover by Elias Chatzoudas, E cover is a cosplay, as well as the 1 in 10 Selena original on the right. 1 in 10 cosplay version and 1 in 10 Elias Chatzoudas version. 1 in 15 Joseph Michael Linsner and 1 in 15 Selena Virgin. The 1 in 15 Derek Chu version and the 1 in 20 Lucio Perillo version. The Lucio Perillo Ultraviolet FOC bonus, and the 1 in 7 Elias Chatzoudas Black and White FOC bonus. The 1 in 10 Lucio Perillo Ultraviolet Virgin FOC bonus. And Vampirus Carmilla number 31, the magazine. Vampirus Carmilla number 32, and the annual number 5. Walking Dead Deluxe number 130, cover A by David Finch, and cover B by Charlie Adlard. Here's cover C by Stefano Guadiano, and Warwolf number 4. Wild Animals trade paperback, and Witchblade trade paperback, volume 3. And that is all for Lunar. Alien versus Captain America number 4, A cover by Lena Yu. We have the Kari Andrews variant here on the right. The Mateus Manhanini cover of Alien Captain America. And Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 7, Frank Miller cover. This is the direct market cover. And we've got the regular cover here by, looks like John Romita Jr. Amazing Spider-Man Torn number 5 with a 1:25 Ivan Tau ratio on the left and Matteo Delafonte on the right. Arcadia, the third issue, number 3, A cover by Inaki Miranda of the Miranda brothers who created the book, and B cover by Paulina Ganeshaw. Avatar the Gap Year, cover number 4, cover A by Salvatore Porcaro, and Black Cat number 7, the A cover. And that is an Adam Hughes cover, with a Adam Hughes Virgin variant as the 1:50 ratio cover, and Elizabeth Torque doing the 1:25 ratio on the right. Got a Gleb Melnikov Black Cat number 7 on the left, and Ivan Talavera cover on the right. These are some gorgeous covers. The Ivan Talavera cover is going to be the 1:100 ratio. And here is a Kari Andrews 2-part connecting. I wonder who's going to be on the other side of that connecting cover. Bet you it's going to be Black Cat. If it hasn't already been released. It might have already been released. Books of Slaughter Deluxe Edition. This is the hardcover on the left and a boxed set on the right. It is the limited edition slipcased edition. Books of Slaughter from the Something is Killing the Children universe. Carmen Redclaw, it's a new Mike Mignola title, written by Mike Mignola. Belly of the Beast, number 2, A cover by Ray Allen, who is the interior artist, and B cover by Jake Parker. New Cyclops series, he is stuck out in the wilds with no visor and no way to contact anyone. How's he going to survive without being able to see very well, without blowing things up? Well, here is issue number 1, A cover on the left, the Clayton Crane card variant on the right, the 1:50 Crane Virgin variant on the left here, and the 1:25 Edwin Galmon cover on the right. Sorry about that. Here we have the Godtail variant on the left, and the Hicham Habshi cover on the right. And the Daredevil number 183 facsimile edition foil variant. This foil variant is going to be $9.99. It's a new printing, and we have a 1:25 variant. It's a Salvador LaRocca on the right. Here is the main non-foil cover. And Deluge number 4, A cover by Riley Rosmo. B cover by Marika Cresta. The EC Archives Panic Volume 1. The Fall of Ultraman number 1, Jungjin Yoon variant. It's the 1 in 25 ratio with the Marcos Martin variant on the right. Okay, I clicked the button. There we go. The A cover here on the left of Fall of Ultraman, and then the Imperial paperback that has, it's a recent Marvel Cosmic story. Incredible Hulk number 30, the Kyle Hotz ratio Virgin second print variant. It's a 1 in 25 on the left, and the Nick Klein second print variant on the right. Lumberjanes book 4. We've got the hardcover and the paperback. Minor Arcana, A cover by Jeff Lemire, B cover by Simon Gain. C 1 in 10 variant by Jeff Lemire. It is a tarot card Virgin variant. The D cover is a 1 in 15 by Som, or SOM. And then the E Unlimited variant, it is a Virgin variant by Simon Gain. Planet She-Hulk number 4. We've got the A cover here on the right, where she's, looks like she's battling Jack of Hearts. Sounds like their relationship might be having some trouble. We've got the 1 in 25 Edge Curry variant, which is just gorgeous. And the Marcus Toe variant on the right. The Marvel Cosmic Invasion variant here of Planet She-Hulk on the left with her buddy Rocket. And then Punisher number 1. A cover. Looks like the A cover's by David Marquez. With an Adam Ross Marvel Television logo variant. And a classified Alex Maleev variant. The Aereo Anindito's Hell's Kitchen variant on the left here, and the 1 in 100 David Marquez Virgin variant. I'll get you a Punisher A cover, Bishop. Here we have the John Tyler Christopher Negative Space Virgin variant, and the NetEase Game Marvel Rivals variant. So this is what Punisher looks like in Marvel Rivals. He's a bit more bulky there. Here we've got the 1 in 25 Philip Tan incentive on the left, and the Ryan Stegman foil on the right, which will be $11.99. And Punisher King of Killers trade paperback, and Smile for the Camera number 1, cover A by Patridge. That looks like a new horror cover, horror story coming from IDW. Here's the B cover by Becky Cloonan, and the Mirror foil variant. I guess maybe it's going to give you a creepy smile, just like Joker would. Here's your D Wada Fashion Magazine variant, and the 1 in 100 ratio foil Becky Cloonan Virgin variant. Here's the Martin Simmons 1 in 25 ratio and the 1 in 50 Virgin ratio. Space Scouts number 3A by David Rubin and B by Alvaro Martinez Bueno. C cover by Matt Kint. And Spider-Girl, Breathe Through the Fire, trade paperback. Spider-Man Noir number 5A, Eric Larson cover. Nope, that's the Simone DeMeo cover. The Eric Larson is on the right. The Last Starship, number 5, cover A by Frank Avila and B by Mike Allred. The 1 in 15 Frank Avila Virgin variant. And Star Wars Jar Jar number 1. The Star Wars comic book that everyone has been waiting for. They just didn't know it yet. So we're going to take a look at Star Wars Jar Jar and see what this is all about. I don't think it's a very long explanation. So let's see what it's about. Jar Jar returns, co-written by Jar Jar himself, Ahmed Best. Jar Jar faces the consequences of giving emergency powers to Chancellor Palpatine. What pivotal role does Jar Jar play in the formation of the Rebel Alliance? Guest starring fan favorite Jedi Knight Kelleran Beck. So if you are a Star Wars fan and you want to see some more info and more story about Jar Jar, let's go. Here's your A cover, Bishop. Let me show you the covers and you can tell me what you'd like. We got A. Here is the Dave Wachter variant on the left. The Torrin Clark 2-part Black History Month connecting variant on the right. And that's it. What cover would you like, Bishop? A cover. Got you covered. Here we've got Starship Godzilla. And it's the number 5. A cover by Ono. B cover by Gooch. C cover is the... Gotcha, Dennis. I'll get you that too. The C cover is the 1 in 15 Frank movie homage cover. And Street Sharks number 5A by Murphy, Philip Murphy. B cover by Pharaoh Pay. C cover by Elizabeth Beals. The 1 in 10 ratio variant, which is the Elizabeth Beals Virgin cover, and the 1 in 25 Pharaoh Pay Virgin cover. Synthetics, Volume 1, Number 4. This is written by J. Michael Straczynski of Babylon 5 and Rising Stars. Both were very brilliantly written. A covers by Tony Parker. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Nexus number 5, A cover by Henry Prasetya. B cover by Pharaoh Pay. C cover by Neil and Randolph. Ninja Turtles Shredder number 5A by Santo Luoco. And B cover by Reese Hannigan. C cover is by Sid Kotian, and the 1 in 10 ratio is by Hannigan. It's going to be a black and white. There's also going to be yes, there's going to be a 1 in 10 Kotian black and white. Shredder C, gotcha, Bishop. And Thunderbolts Epic Collection Redemption. Ultimate Wolverine Volume 2, Logan, trade paperback. And Ultimate X-Men number 24, A cover by Momoko. A 1 in 25 Danielle Di Nicuolo cover. And a 1 in 100 gorgeous Ejikuri variant. We've got the Marcos Martin Ultimate Finale variant. And the 1 in 50 by Nicoletta Baldari. Here's the Peach Momoko 2-part connecting variant. And the Stacy Lee variant. Also got Valiant Beyond, the Exo Manowar number 6, The God Hunt number 2, cover A by Colm Griffin. B by Federico Mele. Let's see what else we got. Here we've got the C cover. It's a Griffin full art or virgin variant. And the D cover is the Melee virgin variant. Venom number 254, A cover on the left. And the David Nakayama color block red variant on the right. The 1 in 50 Nakayama virgin variant, as well as the Johnny Caballero variant. The 1 in 25 Lionel Yu variant on the left. And Wade Wilson Deadpool number 1 A cover. Here's the Adi Granov variant and the 1 in 100 Adi Granov virgin variant with a bit of a haze to it. We've also got the Clayton Crane variant and the 1 in 50 Clayton Crane virgin variant. Here's the David Nakayama color block red variant alongside the virgin variant, which is the 1 in 50. Here's the Fabrizio Di Tommaso variant, which is a 1 in 25. And the Federico Vicentini variant. Here's our Scotty Young variant. Of course, he's going to be under a cloud. And X-Men number 25. A cover. The David Nakayama color block red variant and the 1 in 50 virgin variant of the same cover. The 1 in 25 Karen Darbo variant and the Luciano Vecchio variant. Here is the Marvel Cosmic Invasion variant, nice Phoenix cover, along with the McFarlane Toys variant, almost like a stop action types cover. X-Men The Messiah Trilogy Omnibus by Adi Granov, direct market only. And the David Finch cover, which is the regular cover. And that is all, y'all. That is all of the books that we have. That's all she wrote. If there was anything that you would like to look back on, I'll be posting this video up soon. And also you can reach out to me via Discord, the website, any of our social medias, email. Just let me know if there's something you want. If you want to look at something closer, if you need some help finding something, I'm happy to help. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, looking at the books, and I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks so much. Bye.